With the Switch 2 being right around the corner and having a pretty limited library for the first few months, it has gotten us speculating on what Nintendo has in store for us. It's been 5 years now since Origami King launched for the Switch, and that was 4 years after Color Splash, which was 4 years after Sticker Star, which was 5 years after Super, which was 3 years after the Thousand Year Door, which was 4 years after the original. The point is, we've never went over 5 years without a brand new Paper Mario game in its 25-year history. We did get a Thousand Year Door remake last year, but that's obviously not a new game. If this 25-year streak, which spans across 6 different consoles, continues, it guarantees we will get a brand new Paper Mario game later this year. At the time of writing, Origami King is the second best-selling Paper Mario game behind Super. Even the Thousand Year Door remake sold very well, and in less than a year has sold more than its GameCube counterpart. Nintendo knows how much fans love this series, and Nintendo knows people will buy a new game in the series. If there's one thing we know more than ever, it's that Nintendo loves money.
Hello, I like money.
There is money to be made by releasing a new entry in a popular Mario series within the first year of their brand new console. If Origami King had come out later in the Switch's lifespan, I would say it's some time away, but it's been half a decade and Nintendo has had plenty of time to work on its successor. You may think that we only have 8 months left in the year and a new game isn't announced, so therefore it will happen in 2026, but Color Splash was announced in March 2016 and came out only 7 months later. Origami King was announced in May 2020 and came out in July. That's only 2 months. The Thousand Year Door remake was announced in September 2023 and came out in May of 2024. We still have 8 months to go in the year and probably have at least 2 more directs to go in 2025. We can get an announcement in June or July for a new Paper Mario game in November, and that would be 4 or 5 months to market the new game. While it is on the shorter side when it comes to announcing a launch date, like I said previously, Origami King was announced and released within 2 months. So now that we know a brand new next-gen Paper Mario game is likely this year or at least next year, what will this game be like? While it is highly likely it's another watered-down RPG adventure like the previous 3 entries, the Thousand Year Door remake has given me some hope that it could just be a return to form, true RPG like the Thousand Year Door or 64. The Thousand Year Door remake sold very well, and Nintendo has been making some steps towards bringing back creativity after the dull and boring worlds and characters of Sticker Star and Color Splash. Origami King was an improvement, but at least in my opinion still not great. Mario and Luigi Brothership was a step in the right direction in that series after Paper Jam. We also recently got a remake of Super Mario RPG, which is one of the most creative Mario games we've ever seen. I feel like Nintendo choosing to remake 2 of their most beloved RPGs has to have something to do with the future of Paper Mario. Could this just be Nintendo testing if we are still into that style of game? If so, we have proven that we are because both games sold very well. The rest of 2025 seems pretty light for the Switch 2 with just Mario Kart World launching with the system and Donkey Kong Bonanza releasing this summer. Metroid Prime 4 is coming out as well, but that's a dual release with the Switch 1. Kirby Air Riders and the new Pokemon games coming out do give us a few more Nintendo games to look forward to, but the Christmas season doesn't have too much going on for Nintendo as of now. That's why a new addition to one of their most popular RPGs would give fans something to be excited for. If you want my honest opinion about the next game in the series, while I have a little hope for it, I am still trying to not get my hopes up by expecting Nintendo to do the smart thing and return to form, which is what most fans and critics would like. I'm expecting another paper gimmick in the Mushroom Kingdom with a one-dimensional villain, bare bones RPG elements, and no story. I hate to be so negative, but Nintendo has burned me with Color Splash and Origami King. It's been 21 years since we got a traditional Paper Mario RPG, and 18 years since we got Super, which while not traditional, had many RPG elements and still followed a lot about what made the Paper Mario game so great. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me thrice, and shame on me again. While all we can do is speculate, we can give ourselves at least a little hope after looking at the points I have covered in this video. Anyway, do you think a new Paper Mario for Switch 2 is coming out this year? What do you think it will be like? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to check out our other Paper Mario content like our documentary and rankings. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and turn on notifications because we talk about Paper Mario a lot. This has been Danny with Game Domain.